Hi guys, how have you been? The last time I was editing this shot, or the last vlog, I really loved this shot, and it's one of my new favorite shots. So presumably, until I'm back in the UK, you might actually see a lot more of this shot because it's a nice shot. It's 1-to-1. It's me in the car doing something I really like. But it is not very often that I'm driving alone. I usually act as a driver for other people, as like my family members and cousins and all that. So I'm usually driving with them, but whenever I am driving alone, I'll try and shoot it. So I'll give you a quick update. All the general wedding preparations and everything of those sorts is going on. It's really fun, but for the last few days I've been really ill, and I don't know if you can hear it in my voice or not, but my throat really aches right now, so I'm not able to speak a lot. My nose is completely blocked off, and I'm feeling very dizzy as well. And so one might ask, why am I out if I'm not feeling very well? Because things need to get done, and I do have to go out, fortunately, unfortunately. But yeah, that is more or less. My outfits are not yet planned. I mean, they're kind of planned. I got the fabrics that day from Chandni Chowk, but I still need to give them to get stitched. I don't know how long the tailor will take. I'm not sure how they will look, but that's secondary. The thing that I've seen is, I've noticed the last few days with the wedding in my own houses, that I don't know if this is true for everyone, if it is only true for India, if it is only true for my own household only. But what I'm seeing in my household is that we are more stressed about the wedding than excited, with who to invite, what the guest list is, what the gift hampers have to be, this tradition, this custom, gifting each other, and just 1,000 different stresses and tensions. I feel somehow my family, or myself included, we aren't able to truly enjoy what a wedding is supposed to be. And so that is really sad actually. But I really don't know how to do that. If you do know how your family celebrates, and that is not only true for weddings, I suppose, it's also true for any other festivals. I think my family just gets a lot more stressed. So my family is like, actually it's made up of a bunch of introverts and people with really high morals and really high values, who love their traditions, and they love gathering respect, and that is the one thing that they want in life. So any deviation from any tradition or any custom, from either side, it feels as if, to them it feels very personal almost. But yeah, so like that's a description of my family basically. And yeah, so that causes a lot of stress on a lot of things, and I just feel like we aren't able to enjoy, because this is like the first wedding in our household from my maternal side. So because my brother is like the eldest of all cousins, next in line, like my age is me, but thankfully not, because before me I've got my cousin sisters, and over here in India usually girls get married at a much younger age than boys do. So I've still got a few years left before that conversation comes up. To be honest with you, I still don't know if I want to get married or not. if I wanna, I actually don't know. The thing is, I don't want to get arranged into a marriage. That's like almost 100% sure. If I do, I would want a love marriage, but I don't even know if that is something for me. The thing is, I do enjoy being by myself and the independence and the freedom, but I know that I also enjoy the companionship and want that. But I don't want to get married just for the sake of companionship, because I'm scared to be alone. I think that's one of the worst reasons to get married. For you need to learn to be okay and be alone. So if that reason goes out of the window, why would anyone get married? So what's the reason for that? I think I'm still trying to search for that meaning then. But yeah, that is how things look on my end. I know I'm speaking very slowly today. My throat really hurts, and I don't even know if you've been able to hear anything that I've said so far because of music. Oh, by the way, last video I played music in the background and YouTube did not catch that, so I did not get a strike on that video. That is nice. We'll see how things go with this song today. That's it. Not really much else to share with you. How have you been though? I think there are a lot of things that I need to figure out on my own too. Like career, friends, family. I am liking being back in Delhi, but I'm also not. Like, I love driving. I can drive over here. I have all the facilities and the amenities over here in Delhi because obviously my family is here and we are well to do. So, but I still enjoy handling things by myself, establishing things by myself, and I miss that bit, and the independence and the freedom that comes with it. I'm not really sure how much of outside can you see, but you can see some people standing in queue over here because they are waiting for a langar. Just basically, I don't know what's today. Oh, today is Hanuman Jayanti actually. So 2nd of April, right? So that's why people are distributing food over here to the public, and it's a nice thing to do. But here's my take on that. It's a very nice thing to distribute food to others, and I love that as a service. What I don't like is that everyone does it on the same exact day every year and then just forgets about it. So like today there's an abundance of food everywhere, like in all societies, in all communities, on the roads you'll find people distributing food because it is considered to be auspicious and like a good thing to do, which it is. It is a good thing to do. But on the same day, if you distribute this across the entire month, would it be much better? A lot less food would get wasted. A lot more people would get the benefit out of it. It would be so much better then. I don't know, that's just my take, honestly. That's it. Just a very, very long video of me blabbering once again. But I'm trying to find my style, I'm trying to find what works, but I'm documenting my thoughts really. So Sarthak, if you're watching this 10 years down the line, how are you, man? I hope your life turned out good. I hope you've become a decent human being. that you're more self-confident, that you still love exploring, and you still have that curiosity in life to find answers to questions that don't exist or questions that no one else is asking. I hope you've not upset people, and I hope that you're doing something good for the society in the end. And I hope you follow all your dreams and passions and have the risk-taking capacity to do everything you want in life. Because see, the thing is, time passes, man, and no one really cares for anyone else, is what I've learned. I mean, yes, people do care for their loved ones, people do care for strangers even, but your life is the most precious to your own self, and it is also the most valuable to your own self. Maybe after parents or grandparents, or I don't know, but you get my point. I hope that's about just be present in the moment. I don't know what turmoils you might be going through in your life right now, but I'm sure there would be some, because they never end. You just have to learn that they don't really end ever. So enjoy, be excited about every breath that you're able to take on this planet, and have the confidence for that, and don't say anything bad about your own self even. I think this is one thing that I learned very recently, and I really liked this quote, which I'm going to absolutely destroy saying now. So I'm going to paraphrase, which basically says that you shouldn't say anything bad even about your own self, because every word is like a spell. That's why it's called a spelling. And so, yeah. Cheers, man.